goalkeepers announced. Of course, Gavin Bazunu, as we know, said they got injured during the season playing for Southampton. Looks like actually now he's going to be out for the entire next season as well, or if he is back, he'll be back for a month or less. It's a big injury he got, and I think it was in the warm up or in training. It wasn't during the game, so it's a big blow for him, a big blow for Ireland, because Caoimhín Gallagher, he has been speaking in the last couple of days, Paul, where he's been giving the biggest hint that he might leave Liverpool, because I think he's talking about he wants to be number one now, and he's had a good season with Liverpool when Alisson was injured, and of course he's probably going to be seen as the number one now goalkeeper for Ireland. But whether it's Sean O'Shea or any future manager that's coming in, he would want his international goalkeeper to be playing regularly, week in, week out at a club level. So there was talk that he might go to Celtic because Joe Hart is now retired. It's up in the area, his future, to be honest with you, Paul. But I've been saying this, that he's a good goalkeeper, and he's shown this season past, that he can be a good goalkeeper for a club. So I would say now that he's inching closer to exit door than staying in Liverpool. That's the feeling I'm getting from what I've seen, that he is a good goalkeeper. He used to get cup games and stuff like that, but now he probably would see himself that he wants to play for full time, and at Liverpool he's not going to get that. If Alisson is fit, Alisson is going to start. So I think for himself, for his own career, that it's probably time now they started playing week in, week out, and I'm sure John O'Shea, the future manager, would want that as well. So
yeah,
you're looking at there, Dave Harrod.
Yeah, sorry, for cutting across you. Just in the moment of the defenders, and the name there is Jake O'Brien. He's playing aside in France with Olympique Lyonnais. He went out there. They had a poor start to the season, but they actually finished strong. He's centre half. I think they finished 7th or 8th, but they got to the cup final and they were beaten by PSG. But he got a goal. They were beaten 2-1 from a corner kick or a free kick. So a big, tall guy, a young fella playing centre half and outside in the first division in France. So to me, that's the big name there. You know, young player when he's coming through, and this is what you want, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people were very surprised that John O'Shea didn't cap him the last 2 friendlies he had, and I was surprised as well. I think he at least deserved a few minutes. I mean, like everyone else there in the squad and the defenders, we know what they can do. They know the setup. I thought it was a perfect opportunity last time out to give Jake O'Brien a few minutes, even start him or bring him on, but it didn't happen. I'm sure now he will surely get a few minutes this time, or even start. Even tonight against Hungary, I think it'd be a good chance for him to see what he can do. Get used to set up, because at club level, international level, there's different setups, different drills, and all that stuff in terms of defending and coaching from club to international level. So I'm sure now this time he will eventually get some minutes in this international window, and he deserves it. He's playing with Lyon. He's playing a good competitive. Well, I won't say good competitive league, because PSG always seem to win it.
But, I suppose Noel in France. Sorry, Noel. The top 5 or 6 are good, very good to compete well in Europe, but down towards the bottom of it, it's been open, but at the same time, it's perfect for a young player coming through with it. You know what I mean? It's just the ideal way. Right. So it's actually a perfect place to be, and we have to look to it, because it's so hard now in England, whether it's the Premiership or the Championship, to even get games, because you have players from all over the world and the competition is intense. So maybe by going out to, say, clubs in Europe like that, and not the top 4 or 5 clubs, you get regular games, and he's playing regularly, and he's come on leaps and bounds.
Well, that's it, Paul. I mean, he's been linked. Well, we're into the silly season of transfer rumours now, Paul. Now that 2 June has started, but there was talking why they've been linked even to Juventus. So, and I think Juventus are in Champions League. That'd be good. That'd be a step up from in class as well. So I think it's definitely worth a shot now in the international level now. You look at those Shane Duffy still at Norwich, didn't get promoted. Coleman's a big part player now, to be fair, at Everton. He's probably into his last hurrah in terms of a tournament now for the World Cup. I thought personally he might step aside, but he's so committed to Ireland, he's still going. Matt Doherty is, he most of the time, unless there's injury at the Wolves team, he doesn't start. I remember the daily didn't actually get onto the pitch until I think Steve Cooper got sacked, to be honest with you, Paul. I think it was when Nuno came into the Forest team. You might correct me if I'm wrong. He started to get a few more minutes.
I think he has dropped out of the squad now through an injury, but that was the original squad, we'll say. But we're just talking, he's at a Premiership club, so hopefully he'll get game next season that no one developed.
That's right. And Liam Scales, to be fair, has had a great season at Celtic.
Yeah.
He's won the league with him as well, and he started from he made a breakthrough this season. So yeah, there's some players there that you know, are we call them bench warmers, but they're not starting for their closest call a spade here, and other young players are. So Darragh O'Shea, I know he got really good Burnley, but at least he was starting games. Robbie Brady's had an injury-prone career in the last. I think sadly since Euro 2016 he's been plagued by injuries, but he had injuries hit season, but he's fit now, and hopefully he can stay fit because we need him for set pieces, corner kicks, penalties. He's very good at them in the Stevens as well. So look, it's in the season friendly, Paul. I saw the first half of the England game there yesterday. In terms of it was a pure end of season, and particularly in the first half. And that's why I fear this game would be as well. Players are tired though after having a long season. They're now going into, like, for the Irish players, there's nothing really at stake. They're not playing for any Euro spot, unlike the Hungary players.
Okay, no, we'll just move on. Sorry, no,
for
rushing you on. Sorry, no, we're just a midfielders there. Will Smallbone has just got promoted with Southampton. They won the playoff final, so he'll be in the Premiership next season. And is that Mikey Johnson? I don't know why he's named the midfielder. Is he now in West Brom? Did he leave Celtic and join West Brom? Am I correct in that? Just into it.
He went to Will Smallbone's got promoted with Southampton, so that's very good. And I think he gave the assist for the winning goal as well. He's had a good season at Southampton. Mikey Johnson, he was on loan at West Brom, Paul.
Oh.
Now at the moment he's still currently a Celtic player as far as I know, but I do think he wants to get out of there because I find once he left Celtic and went to West Brom, he got a new lease of life. He was banging goals left, right, and centre. So I think he's probably edging to get out of Celtic, to be honest with it. So unfortunately just hasn't really worked for him at there at Celtic. But you look at, there's one man I want to mention, Troy Parrott. He's back in the squad.
Yes, Troy Parrott, you walk away though.
Troy Parrott back in the Ireland squad. He was playing out in the Dutch league. I think unfortunately the team he plays for,
it's Skilser.
Yeah. I think unfortunately, I think they got relegated.
They got relegated. Yeah, 7-6 in the relegation playoff.
Yeah. But I think he got a hat trick in the last 2 or 3 weeks. He got 2 hat tricks. So he's banging in form, and hopefully he'll bring in some good form into the Irish squad. And Tom Kennan there is an interesting one too, Paul. It looked like when Stephen Kenny was still in charge that we might have lost him to England, where he was weighing up his options, whether he was committed or not. But I think John O'Shea has got in contact with him. He's he at the time when he was playing really, really well. But he said, I don't know, has he had a bit of an injury-prone season or whatever. But he's back in the Ireland squad now. He's committed to the senior team. Now obviously it's a friendly. We'll have to wait maybe to the National League matches to make sure he's 100%. But
and he's also playing with Leicester City, who got promoted, so he'll be in the Premiership next season. So hopefully,
that's right.
And again, it's good to see that we're bringing in young players. Again, Troy Parrott, he's a sports player. He was loaned across the English Championship. He just didn't settle. He lost his form. It looked like he was going to slip through the cracks and disappear. But he's gone out to Holland. Now they were relegated, but he scored a rate of goals, about 17 goals in about 25 appearances or something like that. Again, the standard wasn't great, but he's got his confidence back, and that's what he was ideal for. No, so I don't know now. Will one of the bigger clubs in Holland take him, or some other club, or buy him, or whatever the term is? But he's got his confidence back in goal scoring, and that's the most important thing now with a goal scorer, to have their confidence. And he's got that by going out to a club, and it seems like to lose a match 7-6. That means you have very poor defending in both teams, which is ideal for a striker to get your confidence back.
All right, big time. But if we look at the forwards, to be fair, Paul, other than Michael Obafemi, who many people might say he's lucky to be in the squad, Spadix is doing very well. Adamida has had a great second half of the season on loan at Celtic. Troy Parrott, as we said, and Tom Kennan's got promoted with Leicester City. So our forwards are actually in form. This is probably the first time in a long, long time we actually have genuine goal scorers all playing really well.
Yeah, it's even better again. We have 3-4 forwards there who are in good form outside of Ferguson, that will take the pressure off Ferguson when he comes back after his injury and he's back in form again. Do you know what?
Yeah, that's what's the setting for most of the season was Ferguson. He was very injury prone. He had a great start to the season, Paul, but sadly fell away from. I think he got 6 league goals, around November time. But unfortunately, from Christmas on, he got plagued with injuries, and he lost his. I wouldn't say he lost his way, but he lost complete form altogether and a bit of confidence. But hopefully now, if he recovers well after this injury he's had and gets treated properly and stuff like that, and don't be rushed back, he could have a good season next season. Because
before we go, just before we go, a quick word. Sammy Smollett, he was the top scorer in English League football last season with 33 goals in all competitions. But he was with Blackburn. They barely avoided relegation down to the third division. So the question is, he'll either have to get a transfer, I think, to either one of the top clubs in the Championship or one of the bottom 5 or 6 Premiership clubs. But there's not a word about it. Nobody's talking about him. I can't understand how teams like Nottingham Forest or Brentford or Everton, they're not even mentioning him even in podcasts. To me, he would be an ideal candidate. He's proven himself in the Championship. He could get 15, 20 goals. That could keep a team in the Premiership next season. So I think he has to move from Blackburn.
Yeah, the one thing, Paul, that it shouldn't be the case against him is his age. Clubs now, or
I understand
owners,
that. Yeah.
Owners. I think he's 27, 28, 29. Yeah. I mean, it's outrageous sometimes the way I've seen in my own club. For God's sake, we don't. And Liverpool had a policy as well that they don't sign many players over 30. For example, Wijnaldum was a Liverpool.
Yeah. But just back to Smollett, do you think he has to move from Blackburn before we move on?
I think so, Paul. I think he's good enough now to play in the Premier League now, to be honest with you. If he's getting that amount of goals and the side that's not playing well, let's not forget he's not playing for a team that's playing well at the top of the Championship. They just about avoided relegation, let's not forget. So, and it was his goals, to be fair. Every Blackburn Rovers fan should be thankful that man was played from, because I don't think they would have survived without him. I think that's a fair comment.
Yeah.
So I think now he deserves a crack at the Premier League. You know, he's been around the block. He's playing international football now as well, or Ireland. He's playing very well for a Championship club that's not playing well. I think he deserves a shot more than some other strikers that play in the Premier League, Paul, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I think if a club are struggling in the Premier League, if they're not sure they're going to survive, I think he'll be able to get you out of trouble, and I think he's worth a shot in the Premier League for definite.
Or let's maybe the top 2 or 3 teams in the Championship. Okay, no, we'll